Look at this beast. This is an hypersonic airplane and it will bring you from New York to London in about 1.5 hours. Right now, as we speak, a company from the USA is making this all come true. With twice the speed of the fastest jet that exists today, the company is really pushing the boundaries. And this would all be science fiction, but I discovered that a lot of important people are included in this project. People like the former president of Blue Origin are involved. That is the company founded by Jeff Bezos. So, hypersonic airplanes, they seem to become a reality soon. How fast are those airplanes and when can we expect to take one from A to B? My name is Elke, I am a Dutch technology journalist and it is my job to follow important tech developments. If you like my channel, then maybe subscribe to it and let's dive into this topic. Hypersonic airplanes that fly around at a speed of more than 6,000 kilometers per hour. As of this point in time, that seems pretty unthinkable. The fastest aircraft ever built right now is the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. This is an American spy plane that could hit 2,200 miles per hour. Yeah, so that is already incredibly fast, so Hermeus has some work to do. Many of the tools and components that you need to build a hypersonic airplane are already around for decades. However, not one company really dared to try to put this all together into one system and make it a reality. Well, Hermeus seems to be different and eventually they will make an aircraft that could fly around with a speed over 6,100 kilometers per hour. And right now as we speak, they are working hard on their engine. This is how that engine works. Their engine is called, if I say correctly, the Chimera. At lower speeds it works like a normal jet engine, but at higher speeds it switches to a ramjet. This is a special type of engine that uses incoming air as thrust. Yeah, so that is basically how it works. But now I can hear you thinking, an engine like that must have a pretty hefty price tag. And indeed, typically an innovation like that could take up to 100 million. But Hermeus really cut the costs there. They rolled out a prototype in just 21 months from start to finish and it took them about 18 million, which is nothing compared to this 100 million that I was talking about. Yeah, so things are going pretty fast, but don't go too fast now, because they aren't ready yet to put this whole engine together into an airplane and let it fly around. They are in an early test phase. There have been some milestones though. Earlier this year, in May 2025, for the first time they flew around their unmanned aircraft called the Quarter-Horse Mach 1 at the Air Force Base in California. In this particular plane they used a standard engine, and with this engine they were able to test some things like flight systems, control systems and aerodynamics and so on. The plan is, of course, to eventually use this Chimera special engine in the newest prototypes that they are building. If everything is going according to plan, then the swap of the standard jet engine with the Chimera will probably happen by the end of this year. Alright, now we are getting to the most exciting part of this video, because Hermeus is working on a really daring prototype in the meantime. This airplane is called the Dark Horse and it is being built for the military. It makes use of this Chimera engine that I was just talking about, but this one is way more powerful and it can reach speeds of up to 6,100 kilometers per hour. If everything is going according to plan, they will start testing this airplane by next year. And the eventual goal is to include this aircraft in the arsenal of the US Air Force in just about a decade. Yeah, the military, really cool and stuff, but when can we normal passengers make use of this aircraft? Hermeus has stated before that they just first want to focus on the military and try to refine everything, make everything perfectly, and after that they will make sure that some versions of their airplanes will serve the public as well. And they said that the price would be close to a business class ticket, so that's pretty exciting. As I already mentioned before, this is not a sci-fi project. There is quite a lot of expertise involved. For instance, the co-founders of this company, they have cut their teeth at some heavyweights like SpaceX, NASA, Blue Origin and some other companies as well. I am pretty curious about whether they will pull this off together. Let's see. I will definitely keep you guys up to date. If you like this video, then maybe like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.